first week with the team, and I definitely discovered that with the younger kids, I see that if you believe they are going to do something, they may take advantage. When they're counting things, they may count less to do less. But at the end of the day, the swimming really, right? It's if you want to do well, then you have to be disciplined. But obviously, things like leading, warm-ups, that's important that I have to do that myself. Otherwise, kids will just end up talking, and I understand that. One thing that I found that's really good is that I have paired up the kids so that the one swimming is timed by his partner, and that way we can set the pace clock. So if they need 15 seconds of rest, they're going on the pace clock. You know, usually their make time will be around the 15-second mark, maybe a second faster. They're basically getting the 15 seconds of rest, and then that athlete goes on the pace clock, and then the partner sits on the other side and gets their times. And so that way, if they fail to make the time, then it's rest, and they are able to feed back with each other. And really, what I think and I like about it is it promotes the other athlete getting at least a 10 to 15 minute break while the one is doing the set, and then we swap over, and then the other one's in the water. And what I love about that is, this forces the rest. And as we know, rest time's far more important than anything else that we do, because we need to rest to recover. If we're not recovering, we aren't going to be our best. What is really good with this type of training where the kids are monitoring each other is it frees me up to be able to cruise through each lane and capture video of the athletes swimming, because obviously we know that video is the best way of learning, where I can feed back and show the athletes how they look. So I have each one an account, and I send them video, and I can see who watches their video. So those that aren't watching the video, I know that their level of interest in getting better is lower, so they'll just get less video, if any. And so this is a good way of monitoring as well, and it's nice, it's very trackable. So our failure is always done in the water. We are working on power in the water, which is done in small amounts, and so as not to create fatigue in the stroke. So we want to hold the technique perfectly while doing it at power. What's exciting as well is I will be having a group of pros coming out to also work with us out here, and our goal is to start a professional team so that we can train pros as well, which will be fun, training children and then working with genetic athletes, and watch the advancement that we have with training with USRPT. Every Saturday we'll race, so we'll try different versions of post-activation potentiation so that we can see what works for each individual athlete and how the results are. Our first Saturday, after the PAP test, we had 60% better times in the 50 with obviously an 8 to 12 minute rest, which is really interesting and cool to watch. So it's been a really fun first week, and now we move into the second week, and I'm looking forward to making some adjustments.